Hi friends, I just returned from a Grafana and Friends meetup, learning about how to use Grafana Tempo and the newest architecture of Grafana. The first presentation was done by Miguel Alexandre from Bynder, and he was explaining about APM, application performance monitoring, using the open source Grafana Tempo. Tempo ingests 6 terabytes of OpenTelemetry data every day from very global multi-region infrastructure without compromising the sampling or durability of traces. This is very interesting because he compares also how to team up with Tempo, with Thanos and Grafana to extract valuable data from the data. Okay, this is very interesting because it was open source and is object storage based, and he used basically combined together Apache Kafka, and is gonna save all the data in an S3 bucket. Using a compactor also, it makes space efficient, but compared to other solutions like especially the open source one, they are not as efficient as this one. One of the most interesting parts is also generating the metrics using Thanos that is able to connect directly with the Tempo injector and get valuable data from this and all the team. They are actually embarking more than 200 applications, and this is very interesting from my point of view because it demonstrates also the scalability of the software. This data are always accessible throughout Grafana, and this is interesting. The data are actually ingested in the system using OpenTelemetry and directly throughout the Kubernetes application. They simplify the onboarding of application just with some simple variable in the Kubernetes pod and deployment. And what else? The developer just need to include one library in the Python development. So I think that this is very useful and very easy to embark. So putting everything together, I think that is quite interesting, that they were doing a lot of interesting, they were able to ingest up to 6 terabytes of raw data per day and more than 7,000 traces per second, more than 50,000 spans per second, coming from 14 clusters of more than 400 nodes worldwide. So putting all together, it demonstrates that Grafana Tempo is very interesting product and is open source. So if you're interested, please deep dive on the software or reach out to Miguel directly. Okay, the second presentation was about unlocking new feature with a Grafana latest migration to Scenes by Alexa Vargas, that is actually the technology lead inside the Grafana Labs. So Grafana's new front-end architecture has undergone a big upgrade. This will be released by release 11.2, and the core dashboard now uses the Scenes library. So this new library basically it computes all the dashboard using the same exact JSON that you are used for creating the dashboard in a different way. So previously you were probably used to create the dashboard and represent it just in one single page. Now the new architecture is more modular, and it actually computes the dashboard in a tree-based way. This has a lot of advantages. First of all, the page could be adapting to different screen size, and moreover it also simplifies the exporting process. So that was very interesting to see the efficiency behind, because if you want to export a PDF from several minutes, now it is able to do it in just a matter of seconds. And moreover is more modular, and I think this is the right approach to actually integrate the from the tree design of like dependency of all the widget with HTML on a page, because in the end of the day it's going to be represented on the page. The upgrade now is not mandatory, and you can always return to the previous version, and moreover you benefit also from other interesting features. For example, one of the complaints was some ghost editing of the page, some element that you might mistaken change, or some user might do it. Now there is an edit button that you need to actually press, and also the time sampling is more evident and is in the top right corner. Putting all together, Grafana is an interesting tool to represent the data, especially with the dashboard. So I really like this event, and I learned a lot of interesting things about how to combine this wonderful open source tool. So big shout to Alexa and Miguel. I can attach their contact to this, and thank you also to the venue that was very nice, and all the people that I met there. Thank you so much. Let's automate more. Bye.